Docks are becoming increasingly more expensive to build, and sadly, the piles just don't last nearly as long as they used to anymore due to a change in chemical treatments. Almost every dock that is a few years old will have some kind of damage to the structural filing, whether it be marine-boring organisms or just from natural decay. Having piles replaced is very expensive and inconvenient, especially if you need to have a builder mobilize an entire barge and crane just to change a few piles. This can be a challenging process, but trust me, there is a better way. Introducing SnapJacket. SnapJacket is an easy alternative to preserving your piles. By encasing filing with a thick layer of cement and protecting all of it with an impenetrable PVC shell, you can be sure that the aging of your piles will be stopped in its tracks. There is no other preservation process that can offer this kind of protection, while also remaining affordable to a homeowner. With proper engineering, SnapJacket can be used as a stay-in-place form that will restore a pile beyond its original strength, even if the pile is completely broken in half. This can save a fortune when it comes time to repair piles with large structures built on top of them, such as boathouse or boat lift. SnapJacket is a large environment-friendly durable heavy wall UV-protected PVC pipe that is designed to create a form by opening up, slip around a filing, and connecting back together. Here is how it works. Slip the jacket around the existing pile without removing any of the deck above it. Jet it down into the sand about 8 to 12 inches to grab onto good wood underneath. Slide a locking mechanism down the middle of the jacket to lock the jacket closed. Fill the jacket with cement, which kills all of the organisms inside and essentially fossilizes the wood within. And that's it. You begin to enjoy our 25-year warranty instantly. For each filing you choose to preserve or repair rather than replace, you are utilizing recycled plastic, saving trees and keeping thousands of pounds of chemical treatment out of our waterways that would otherwise have negative impacts on the marine ecosystem. SnapJacket, your long-lasting solution to replacing dock piles at very affordable cost.
these SnapJackets on a 4x4. They put a pressure treated pilings, and they want them reinforced and so that it'll last longer. So we're putting on these SnapJackets, and we're cutting them to length right now, and then we're going to walk over to the pier and put them around the piling, and then we'll fill them up with concrete. So I'm cutting them to length right now with a skill saw. We've already measured out our length that we need. It's 2 short pier pilings. It's as simple as that. Now we're going to come over here and put this around the pier piling. We've already dug out our holes 8 inches deep. You don't have to go down very far with these. You would have to go 4 feet deep if you were doing a regular piling and jetting it in. But these are already in, so we're just reinforcing them. So you split it apart at the seam, wrap it around the piling, and then it snaps into place. And we'll take the concrete up to here, and then we'll cone it right to there. So put it in. So what we were having here earlier is we were struggling a little bit snapping this into place. So now we've attached the ratchet strap. We're going to tighten up the ratchet strap, and it should snap, bring this right into place. Slide this up. Should be good right there. There it is. It's in.
Ratchet strip.
So we're filling up right now. We're filling up the pilings with concrete, and we're almost to the top. Spray it off, make it look nice. It's displacing any water that was inside there. It's displacing it. The concrete's pushing the water to the top. All right, how much did we use on this one?
Over half.
Just over half?
Yeah.
Okay. As this dries, I'll shape it into I'll cone it off. Let's start the other side. Watch out. All right, I'm gonna go fill up the other side now. So I'm just putting the finishing touches on right here and capping this off so that any water runs off of it, slightly sloped down, and smoothing out the top so that it looks real nice, coning off the top. And we'll go out and do the other side over here, Jacob. Just like so. We let the concrete set up a little bit so it gets a little bit thicker, and with a little bit of Quikrete mixed in. And then we'll rinse off the plastic, last but not least. Or the SnapJacket. It's not actually plastic, it's actually like a PVC reinforced material. Alright, got a little bit more? Cool. That's about it?
Yep.
I'm gonna get to those things. Looks like it's it. If you guys are looking for any of this type of work in Panama City area, Destin, Fort Walton, Santa Rosa Beach, Seaside, contact Masterpiece Services. You can Facebook it. It's 3 words, Masterpiece, P-E-A-C-E, Services. And my name is Todd Fenrick, and I'm looking forward to earning your business and working on your docks and replacing or repairing your docks rather than replacing them, which is a cheaper cost to you, and it's guaranteed to last 50 years. Makes it a solid, firm repair that's stronger than your piling. And the pilings today are only lasting 10 years because of the type of material that the EPA limits you to have in the marine pilings now, and they only last about 10 years, where before they would last 30 years. So this is definitely the best way to, cost-efficient way to strengthen your dock, strengthen your pier, and it's a lot less time consuming than having new pilings jetted in. Please contact me. Number is 8.
Some docks and seawalls, maybe they haven't wrapped the pilings with plastic as they should, and they're just installing wood pilings. And a lot of the areas like where I'm at right here in Bradenton, Florida, have kind of an issue with a small mite or boar, a small animal that's in the water that kind of works its way into the wood and eats it and destroys the piling. So if they haven't been properly wrapped, they'll be destroyed. We are now going to work with a company that has a cure for that, 100% fix, and you don't have to completely rebuild your dock. They can come in and do the work themselves, and they can kind of fix that problem. They've got a cure. It's cheap, it's effective, it's supposed to last 100 years. So I'm going to take you through the whole process right now. Show you here in a second the SnapJacket product. SnapJacket's going to help us out and fix it. Mariner Dock and Seawall, a much more professional company. I'll show you a little bit more. Here's the SnapJackets as they were delivered the other day. They're these big plastic tubes that kind of snap around the pilings, and basically they open here, they'll snap around. All right, they're available in some different colors, and once you snap them around the damaged pilings, you fill the inside with concrete, and then they're good to go for about 100 years. That's the basic gist of it. Let's get right into the construction process.
This one here on the outside. Yeah. Very good. Now we're gonna sink it from here to here. We're going to be about 3 inches under the header, so it's going to go down about a foot. It's going to blast the hole around. It's going to push it down from the top.
So now they've got all the SnapJackets cut here to size for each piling. They just put them over there, shove them down, What, about a foot into the sediment?
Yep.
About a foot into the sediment. They're using the pressure washer here so they can dig out a little bit of underneath. If there's some rocks or some stuff, they'll blow it out from underneath. Concrete will be pumped in from the top. They've got a little sleeve locking system that slides in there, and putting that in right now, and then it'll be ready to be filled with concrete.
Yep, okay. Ready for concrete.
These ones that have conduit in them, any kind of tubing or PVC pipes that are ran down the side of the piling, they're pouring in fast set concrete to make sure when they pour the rest of the concrete that it doesn't leak out of the bottom. What's the set time on this fast set?
30 seconds.
Really? That's awesome. So it's super fast. This is an example of one that's already all the way topped off to the top. Then the next will be the coning process. And here's one of the last ones that hasn't been topped off yet. They poured the concrete yesterday, as you guys saw, and these are most of the way full. They pumped it into the concrete truck. And now just adding the very top little section of a top off, which is going to allow them to cone it after this.
Now this topping, Greg,
Yep.
it acts as a waterproofing.
Okay. So that'll keep water from sinking down into the concrete and ruining, getting in between the wood and the concrete?
Correct, exactly.
Alright, cool.
This concrete was porous. It was sucking in water.
Okie dokie.
It's
And
like people, when you see they're stucco falling off their houses because they don't have a good watertight paint.
and this is a watertight concrete, basically. Cool. And that's the final cone, and then that's what it'll look like right there permanently.
Yep.
Alrighty. There we are. SnapJacket's installed and ready to go.